All right, guys, so real quick guide on this week's challenge rift before we go back to D2R. We have an LOD Witch Doctor. It's actually a pretty decent build. It's hard to make sense of what anything in this build, but it's pretty simple. You just run up, you soul harvest stuff, boom, and you get your 5 stacks. And just every once in a while, whenever it comes back up, just get next to monsters again and just refresh it. Boop. And that's it. Use Spirit Walk to move around. You can use Fetish Army on elites. It's a big cooldown. You can Spirit Walk to move. And really, Plague of Toads and Acid Cloud both deal a ton of damage. So Acid Cloud in density is great, and also just throwing toads everywhere is quite good as well. So throw the toads everywhere, they'll explode. And make sure that you're haunting enemies. When they die, the haunt will move forward and haunt somebody else. It'll just destroy everything. So, Soul Harvest by enemies, use Spirit Walk to move around. This is a big cooldown, use it on elites. This is good for AoE. You can throw the toads whenever you want. It does a lot of damage. And make sure you haunt everything. Haunt, haunt, haunt. And you'll crush it.
Hello everybody, it's Ryan's brother Facefoot here. I'm going to go ahead and go over this challenge rift today as he's still playing some D2R. But this one's pretty easy. You got a Witch Doctor. Pretty much every skill is going to do plenty of damage. Just go ahead right away and get your Soul Harvest up. Make sure you're keeping that up throughout. Cast Haunt all the time as you're walking forward. And then use Plague of Toads to get your mana back. It's pretty much all you need to do. Right after the blue, you got a Conduit and a yellow. Grab the Conduit, fry that yellow, and then move your way forward. As you're watching him, he really didn't do this one too many times, but he doesn't cast Haunt as much as I would probably recommend casting it. You know, you can kind of stutter step your way through, especially after the Conduit pylon, and just tap Haunt every few seconds. It's going to spread like crazy, and that alone is going to pretty much kill everything in your path. But Conduit's pretty much finishing up. Leads right into a power pylon. You can go ahead and come up to this corner and get this blue up here. Nice to get some extra progress. The third map, which you'll probably be finishing on, is a crater map. So, you know, you want to try to get as much progress as you can on these first two, as crater maps can get kind of long and not have the best density. But he'll take out another yellow here, and then he's just going to move his way down and finish up this floor. And the next floor is pretty much just as good. Nice, straight, narrow map. Can't get lost. Hard to beat that in a challenge rift since, you know, a lot of people are playing builds they're maybe not as familiar with. But, yep, he's going to move right on here. This Armor Destroyer mob type, good progression. They'll fall over quite easily. You're going to see over here there is a shield pylon if you're having any sort of trouble with surviving. Go ahead and grab that. You can see he just skips right past it trying to get a little bit of a better time. This build does have plenty of toughness, so really you probably don't need the shield pylon, but you know, no harm in grabbing it. Yeah, really not much to this one. I guess the only other skill we haven't really talked about much is the Fetish Army. I mean, you can cast that whenever you want. When you get to a big elite, save it for the Guardian at the end if you desire. Excuse me. This build really doesn't have very much cooldown reduction, so you know you're not going to be able to cast it too many times if you want to get it up right in the beginning. Probably not the worst idea. Get it up again, and towards the end, might as well get the most out of it. The pets will do a decent amount of damage. This challenge of, you know, the greater rift that it's based off of is such a low level that everything you have is going to do plenty of damage. But now we're up on this crater map, yellow right at the door. Just got to make your way ahead here. Again, pretty nice as 3 good maps in the sense that you really can't get lost. Just make your way forward, keep casting Haunt, keep your Soul Harvest up, and then just Plague of Toads or Acid Cloud whenever you want. You know, if you have a bunch of mana, might as well use Acid Cloud. It has really good AoE. And if you're getting low on mana because you've been casting Haunt a ton, just go ahead and throw some toads in between, and those are going to do great damage as well. But coming up to this last room, one more yellow you can take out here. If you need to go a little bit further, just head right on down the path, and you shouldn't have to go too much further at all. Got binder here. Just go ahead and put everything you have into them. As Ryan always says, sayonara. That's going to pretty much do it. Thanks for stopping by and checking out another challenge rift. He'll be here tonight to do the whole video, and hope you guys are enjoying D2R if you're playing. Take care.